feed McDowell early. He's been hot, 53% from behind the arc. Cameron will win the toss. Mitchell traveling. And there we go, right there. We talked about it.
Turnover number one for
Turnover.
Cameron.
Yeah. We talked about and identified turnovers were going to be a key factor in this game.
But Cameron's going to pressure early in the backcourt.
Matashed bringing it down. Over to McDowell. Kuak, down low to Kuak. Looking in the paint. The jumper, and just on point. Kuak with the first points of the game. That looked pretty.
Almost another turnover.
Down low. Tough shot, but a rebound by Kuak. Matashed to Kuak. Kuak for the three off the mark.
Oh, good hustle by number 15.
That's Giannis. Kuak taking 2 early shots here. Mitchell driving the jumper and gets it to go.
Well, that's that over the outreached hand of Kuak there. It's a good shot.
And Cameron's going to press now as Matashed brings it down. Taking it, it's going to go right to the basket.
Going to get fouled before the shot.
Looks like the foul was on number 6. McWeeny. Kuak to inbound it. Going to find Matashed. Western to set up their play. Matashed to Kuak, over to Giannis. Halligan. Oh, and there's one of the turnovers. But Halligan gets it right back to Matashed for 3. Short.
Rebound. Oh, he passed right to Cameron.
Kuak. That's going to be McWiney for a layup.
That's a dangerous pass underneath your own basket like that. So far, that backcourt pressure's kind of effective for Cameron.
Halligan at the top of the key, looking to drive, makes a move, a double move, and it's just a great finesse there for the finish. Halligan for 2.
Nice little stutter step move. Got past number 3 there, Matashed.
That was a move by Dallas.
It's going to be 2 shots.
Two shots for Dallas.
First one's up and good. There's some discussion on who that foul was on. They initially announced Kuak, but I think it was under
Matashed. I think they changed it to Matashed. And they have updated the scoreboard for Matashed picking up that foul. Kuak over to Matashed. A lot of pressure here. Pass to Halligan. Over to McDowell. From the 3-point, just a little long.
They sandwiched Giannis there.
Oh my gosh. Kuak with the stuff. And now Western's going to run. McDowell with the fast break with the assist by Halligan.
Was that Kuak with the block?
That was Kuak with the block. It was a great block down there on Mitchell. Sorry, it was on Dallas. Dallas with the ball, the three-pointer, and he gets it.
He didn't look like he was in shooting stance, but he made that shot. Oh, underneath,
Halligan
wide
right
open.
there. Oh, and Giannis
with the dunk.
Giannis was wide open underneath the two-handed dunk. That always gets the crowd going here at Paul Wright Gymnasium. Mitchell, it's going to be a foul on Kuak, a block. It's not a shooting foul, though. It's going to be a side out.
I'll tell you, both Mitchell and Dallas are very quick with the ball. Laterally, they can really move and get the defender off balance.
And that becomes a strategic advantage. If you're watching this at home, kids, that's where those ladder drills become so effective. Chris talked about the lateral movement. It's being able to move
Grant's
east
coming
and west.
in for Giannis.
Grant is a returning player from last year. Ball's going to go to Jones. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell over to back to Jones. Shot clock almost down, and they're going to call it on Halligan.
He feels like he went straight up, but they're going to say he was moving and got him with the lower body.
It's going to be a two-shot, and we're going to have a timeout here.
They're looking for those turnovers,
and they're playing them real tight.
They must have heard me say if they have more than 12 turnovers, they're going to have a shot to win.
Hey, I wrote it down. It's in ink, okay? So shooting for Cameron is going to be C.J. Yao, and he's going to miss his first one. Yao with his second shot. He misses that one, but this is one of those second chance offensive rebounds. Yao with the cross-court pass. Jumper. He's off. A third chance on this. Dallas is going to pick up. It's going to draw the foul.
It's like it's going to be on Grant.
It's going to send Dallas to the line. Chris, let me ask you, if viewers are wondering maybe why would Cameron be pressing so early in this game? And we talked about that a little bit in the pregame, but
it does several things. It for the shot clock, once they get it past half court, their shot clock's down close to 20, and it shortens their possession there, and it just is constant ball pressure.
And you wonder
until they show that they can break it easily or have find success, then they're going to just continue to do it.
And you wonder if part of the scouting is Cameron coaches saw that Western's struggling with their turnovers. This could create turnovers, and they're right back at that press.
Yep.
Western's going to break it. Dallas did hit both of his free throws. Halligan
pressuring way away from the basket.
But Halligan goes up strong with a contested layup. His fourth point on the night.
They're saying it was tipped by a Western player. That's why it's not over and back.
Dallas to Jones. Jones playing down with Dawson. And it's going to be a
offensive foul, looks like.
Foul with his forearm.
That's nice on Grant to stay down on all those pump fakes.
They're going to call it on Jones. And Jones is going to come out of the game, and coming into the game is going to be number 2, Jean-Paul El Chami. We were watching Chemie in the start, and Chris, he was hitting most of his shots in warm-up. Now, it's different when you're in warm-up versus somebody in your face.
But he did have a nice stroke in warm-up.
Halligan with an open lane.
A block.
Looks like blocked by Jones. Sorry, blocked by Yao.
Looks like they hit the shot clock above the glass there, so called it out of bounds.
Aiden McDowell went down real hard. He's up. He's saying he was pushed, but it's going to be Western's ball, and they are going to press again. Into Monteshed. Monteshed finds Kuak.
Now, if they can find success right now, breaking that press and then score quickly, then they'll stop pressing.
But like you said, the shot clock's already down to 15. Dawson to McDowell, the three off the mark, but there's a second chance point for Western. Kuak gets his own rebound, but now draws the foul. Kuak had 3 shots in this series.
Yeah, he's disappointed he didn't make the first, the second, or the third.
And they were all a little too strong on the back of the rim.
Oh, gets the first one to rattle in.
And we could see here in the replay, Kuak just going back up and getting his rebound and going back up. It's just a little too strong. But he's now at the free throw line, and he's made his first one. Misses the second.
Tie ball game.
Dallas brings it down for Cameron College. And that was Quinn with the jumper. Quinn, a 6'4" senior out of Gallup, New Mexico. Monteshed brings it down to Halligan, over to Kuak. Kuak working down, but there's a turnover. But now Monteshed gets it back. Oh, they're going to
call offensive foul on Monteshed. That's a hectic sequence right there. A turnover by each team.
And checking in for Western is going to be number 5, Christian Steele, and number 2, Reese Strong. Christian Steele is a returning player for Western, a 6'4" senior out of Johnstown, Colorado, just north of Denver. Chris, that's where they have the first ever Buc-ee's in Colorado, right there in Johnstown. Jean Paul to Mitchell. Western's got some good defense, but Quinn over on the 3.
Well, he's had 2 in a row there that found nothing but the bottom of the net.
Christian Steele brings it down over to Strong. Strong for Halligan, wide open at the top, off the mark though. Mitchell with the rebound for Cameron. Cameron on a little bit of a run, a 5-0 run now. And McDowell with the rebound over to Strong.
Oh, nice find. I think he traveled.
Yep. You're going to get Dawson with the travel.
That's Grant. Is that Dawson? Oh, Dalton Grant. Gotcha.
All right, Chris, we're going to keep it here with us. We're about almost halfway through the first. They have played Central Washington, so these are teams that probably know each other. But back here on the
It's
court.
the rubber match, I believe, right? They've each won one.
Yes. Back here on the court, Mitchell brings it down to Jean Paul. Jean Paul over to Quinn, back to Jean Paul. And he is going to find down low a great pass, but Strawn with the rebound. But here's that press again, and Halligan's going to break it, bringing it down, finding McDowell. And it looks like he was fouled on the shot. He was. That will send McDowell to the line. Now, 2 games, McDowell has been, I'm not jinxing anything, I'm literally knocking on wood, but he's been 13 for 13 from the free throw line.
We'll see what kind of powers you have.
And he stays perfect so far. McDowell with his 4th point of the night.
Kuak's going to come in for Halligan.
Mitchell will bring it down for Cameron. Slowing it up a little bit. Jean Paul looks to set a screen. Mitchell down low, just
nice little floater.
And Cameron is going to remain, the press is going to stay on. Strawn's going to bring it down. They're really trying to look to break up that inbound pass. Strawn, a 6'1" freshman out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. But right now, this is still over to Strong. And Strong, bad pass.
Oh, he's able to finish. A little alley-oop layup.
Thomas Tangle there finishing with the alley-oop layup. And these turnovers, it's not only the turnovers, Chris, but it's when you get the points from the turnovers where it starts to haunt you.
Little Euro step. Looks like he got fouled on the shot.
And again, it's the second time McDowell has come down hard on the floor. He's up, he's okay. He's going to go back to the free throw line. You know, we talked about turnovers at the start of this game, and this is playing into a factor here. Western's going to have to get a hold of that.
Well, we talked at the onset. It looks to me like Cameron's really playing the passing lanes and not letting them make any of the easy passes even. In contrast, when Cameron has the ball, you'll notice that when they're passing the ball around the outside, the passes look a lot easier, and that's because Western's not really playing the passing lanes like Cameron is.
And McDowell stays perfect from the line. He is now going to be 17 for 17 on the year from the free throw line. Mitchell brings it down for Cameron, and he is a shooter. You can't give him space. And right there, a baseline shot, and Kuak was on him. He's just a great shot. They break the press, still brings it down for Western. Still finds Strong. Strong looking for something, but nope. They're going to get Jones on a reach.
Yeah, it's a couple of possessions in a row where Mitchell's created space with his quickness, able to get a nice shot off and finishes it.
Mitchell is their leading scorer. Oh, there's McDowell for 3. Has not yet found the net. 0 for 3 for Aiden McDowell.
They're going to get a block on Kuak there.
Jordan Mitchell is Cameron's leading scorer. He is also 100% from the free throw. So you start to think, like, how do you start to defend somebody that's such a quick, he's got a quick shot and he's an accurate shooter. He's 53% from the field this year. Mitchell inbounds back to Mitchell. Calling the play. Jones coming to set the screen. And Mitchell's going to take it off the mark. McDowell with the rebound. McDowell's going to bring it down over to Still. Still.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds on the far side there.
And that's Quincy Scott, a 6'4" freshman from Burbank, Washington. Dallas. Oh, Dallas with the dish. Goodness, that
nice
was a
cut.
That was
nice pass.
What a good look. Halligan to McDowell.
Rebound. And they're going to get a foul, it looks like on number 11. Tangle.
And that was David Shelia, a 6'8" freshman from the Republic of Georgia, playing very tough, aggressive defense, offensive rebound there at the line, shooting two. It was a one-on-one, and nobody knew that except Mitchell. A heads-up play by Mitchell, and they're going to go for the alley-oop. Mitchell with just a heads-up play to Tangle for the alley-oop.
I guess they called that foul on the floor, so that's why it was a one-and-one.
Quincy Scott with a three-point. Some much-needed points for Western. Oh, wow.
Late foul call on.
It's going to be on Christian Steele, I think. Nope.
Shelia.
Mitchell to the free throw line. He is 100% on the year with his free throws. You know, you think back to that one-and-one. That's a mental mistake you just can't afford to, you know. Mitchell was the only person that knew that it was a one-on-one. There is his first missed free throw of the year. And the crowd letting him know that they appreciated him missing that. Makes his second one. And Mitchell's going to keep the press on. Oh, and that's
Another
why
turnover.
they do it. And that's why they do it, right, Chris? Create those turnovers. Rebound by
Western
Quincy
has
Scott.
numbers.
Halligan with an easy, uncontested layup. It's Halligan's sixth point on the night. Oh, Mitchell with just an open lane takes the easy layup. Cameron Steele
Answers right back. 7-point game, so Cameron's field goal percentage is up to 55% right now, so that's, we talked about one of the keys before the game.
They've been at 43% on the year, so the fact that they're above 50, that's what one of the things they needed to do. This is Jones driving down with the shot, misses it. Looks like McDowell might get credit for that rebound. Steele's going to bring it down, slow it up, try to get their play called.
Nice pass.
What
Nice
a
catch. cuts it to a 5-point game here.
I think that was Quincy Scott with just an excellent look.
Mitchell misses, but they're having real problems staying in front of Mitchell.
Halligan tries to save it.
Yeah.
Jones with the three. Short. Quincy Scott brings it down.
Both teams looking a little tired right this second. They call a timeout.
Both teams look tired. You know, Mitchell is definitely gasping for air, but he has been a problem for Western. Chris, we're going to send it to a break. We'll be back after these words.
Turnovers, and they're getting points off those turnovers. So that's really the difference in the game, is those Western's turnovers and the Cameron's points off those turnovers.
And I think that Western's losing the battle on offensive rebounds. Cameron's second chances. Oh, and there's a look by Halligan, but McDowell can't convert it.
Save there by Dallas.
Mitchell is on the bench for Cameron, getting a breather. Oh my gosh. That's Quinn right there for Cameron. And that's
He's had a few of those.
Yeah, that's his second or third three-pointer. Just a quick shot, too. Halligan with the open lane. Just off the mark, though. There's Dallas. Dallas with the three, but there again, Cameron with the second chance shot, but
well, he came down and we called a travel. And here comes the four-court press.
Shed bringing it down over to McDowell. McDowell to Grant down low. Brings it to the top of the key. Motashed gonna pass to himself somehow. Halligan for three, just off the mark. Yao. Oh, it looks like he stepped out of bounds, but no, they don't call it. And there's a turnover for McDowell.
Now they have some numbers. Let's see if they... McDowell went ahead and took it himself and got fouled.
You know, we talked about the turnovers. Right now, Western has 7 turnovers.
That foul's on Jones.
Foul on Jones, okay. Cameron has 5 turnovers. McDowell at the line. That's the first one.
Like Jones is coming out.
It's the second one. McDowell 5 for 5 on the night for free throws. 18 for 18 on the year, is yet to miss a free throw. Dallas looks up top. And McDowell with the rebound, just going up, aggressive. Motashed to bring it down, almost loses it. Halligan brings it down. What a great drive down there.
Nice patient drive down the lane. Just waited for his time and made the shot.
Oh, they're going to get that probably on Dawson. Oh, no. They're calling it on Mason Motashed, the 6'1 junior out of Placerville, California. Grant is trying to convince the officials that it was on him. They're actually going to maybe go and check this on the film. We're going to go.
That would give Motashed 3.
Bit of a concern for Western.
Yeah, I'm guessing he'll be on the bench the rest of this half for sure. And he'll have to be careful coming out in the second half.
Coming in for Motashed is number 5, Christian Steele, the 6'4 senior out of Johnstown, Colorado. And at the line for Cameron is Dallas.
Good on the first.
I would expect Cameron's going to put the press on after this free throw. And they are. Inbounded to Christian Steele. Steele brings it down. Defended by Mitchell. Oh, Steele picks up his dribble but finds Halligan. Halligan down the middle. A tough shot off the mark, and they're going to call it a foul on
an aggressive box out on number 10.
It's going to stay down here. It's Quinn's second foul.
The Western players need to tell each other that this is a 1-on-1 situation.
Yes, because right now they
only have one person down for
this is another mental mistake for Western to only have one defender in a 1-on-1. Grant makes it, thankfully. And Scott will come down to be a rebounder.
And it makes both.
It's a 4-point game. Western has found their way back in this, but they need the defense to step up here.
A little mini half, 3-quarter press.
Mitchell to Dallas. Dallas is going to send it back to Mitchell. Back to Dallas. Dallas with the baseline jumper off, but there's one of those second chance offensive rebounds. CJ Yao with the 3 is short. Christian Steele with the rebound. Double teamed, he needs some help. Finds Halligan. Halligan, they've got the numbers. Over to Scott. Scott over to McDowell. A long 3 that is.
It hit the bar up above the backboard, and they're calling it out of bounds.
McDowell is disappointed in his 3-point shot. Has yet to hit one tonight. Atypical from his first 2 games. Dallas to Mitchell. Mitchell finds Yao. And look, they got to watch out down low. They're looking for the down low. Mitchell right there cutting across.
All right, they're running. They got numbers.
McDowell with the layup, the fast break layup for McDowell. And now here comes Cameron. Oh, a deep 3. Tyler Halligan with the rebound.
It's like he traveled.
No, they're going to call it on Mitchell.
Okay.
They're going to call a holding on Mitchell, which will be
a little bit of a bailout there because it looked like he had kind of got up in the air and wasn't sure where to pass it.
So is this a double bonus? shooting 2.
Because they've got 10 fouls, it's going to be double bonus.
Halligan makes his first one. So Western in the double bonus. Cameron just in the bonus with Western 18 fouls. Halligan misses his second. It's
1 point game.
1 point game. It's kind of strange that Western didn't have players down there for the free throw to rebound. Yao for 3 and gets it. Turns it back into a 4-point game. Christian still pressing hard. Needs help. Finds Halligan. Halligan with the great move, but a block by Quinn. Halligan with the putback. That's a great example of not giving up on your shot. And just that effort. That's the kind of effort that will bring happy tears to a coach, Chris. Dallas with the baseline 3. And Cameron's going to call a 30-second timeout. Five-point game, it becomes more than just points.
Cameron's also crashing the offensive boards, it seems like to me. So
they are.
They're going to have to, Western's going to have to start boxing out a little bit better.
Still brings it down over to Halligan, wide open at the base. Steele's going to take the 3 and he drains it. That's much needed time. Christian Steele, but Cameron coming right back. And Scott with the steal, a turnover that Western needed. Scott to Halligan to McDowell. Will he get his first 3? He will get the 3.
They take the lead. Western takes the lead by 1. As a quick turn of events.
McDowell coming alive when you need it. Western finishing the half.
Mitchell really sold the foul. McDowell comes up short on the half-court heave.
Western coming alive and getting hot. Hotter than a turkey at Thanksgiving there in the last 46 seconds. That's what they needed to go into the halftime. Starting 5, as is Cameron. So we got Kuak, Monteshed, Halligan, Jonas, and McDowell for Western. And Monteshed over to Halligan. Halligan over to McDowell. McDowell takes a quick 3 off the mark. But you know what? I like seeing Kuak try to get that offensive board. A little bit more aggressiveness from Western.
Boy, they're giving a lot of space, and
they're going to call it on Kuak.
They cleared the one side of the floor out from Mitchell, and they were just going to say, you take Kuak to the basket.
And Mitchell will go to the line shooting 2. He's coming up a little slow. It looks like he got tripped.
So Kuak looks like he tried to give Mitchell quite a bit of space there. Mitchell's still able to get right to the front of the rim.
Mitchell 1 for 2 on the night from the free throw line.
It's like the Cameron coaching staff saw what we saw, where Western just wasn't able to guard Mitchell. And they came out first play and said, let's just isolate Mitchell one side.
And Cameron is starting right back with that pressure. But Chris, if you look all the way down the court, Giannis is wide open. No one is on him. I don't know that they could. They're not going to try that full court pass. It's a dangerous pass. Kuak to Monteshed. Monteshed over to Halligan. Halligan hands it to McDowell. Over to Kuak. Back to Monteshed. Kuak.
Again, that was a dangerous pass.
It was very close to being intercepted. It's not a shooting foul, so it's going to be side out for Western. Montached will inbound it. Looks like he's going to hit Kuak at the. Thought he was going to take that three. Oh, and he just lost the handles there. And Mitchell over to Dallas with the baseline three, and that's his 15th point on the night. Cameron on a 5-0 run right now at the start of the second half. Halligan driving in.
Could not get the roll. Nice move, just wasn't able to finish.
It's going to be a turnover. Halligan with the steal. Montached to McDowell. McDowell with the three, and there's his second three of the night. We're going to see if McDowell can turn up the heat here on those threes. He's averaging 33 points in his first two games.
With 16 right now.
Dallas with the
nice
dish
find.
Over
nice
to Jones.
Find.
You know, I thought he was going to go for the jumper, but he hits Jones down low, wide open. Montached bringing it down slowly over to Halligan. McDowell again for three. Jonas with the rebound. Jonas back up. Just off the mark. Dallas showing off his handles here. He is quick. The Dallas-Mitchell combo is dangerous. Mitchell misses the jumper. Giannis with the rebound. Mitchell's trying to sell that he was fouled. I didn't see it, though.
A block shot right at the rim.
Mitchell, he's going to have to be contested more down there in the paint. You can't let him drive all the way down there like that.
Here goes the pick and roll. He's got him. He's able to save it.
Saves it to Kuak. Kuak's three is off the mark, though. It's great hustle by Halligan. Giannis on Mitchell now. Oh, they're going to call Dallas with the travel. Giannis is coming out. Kuak is coming out. Coming in is Grant. And
Scott.
Quincy Scott, a 6'4" freshman from Burbank, Washington. And Grant, a returning player from last year, a 6'6" sophomore from Pueblo West, Colorado.
Yao also entered for Cameron.
CJ Yao. Montached bringing it down. Finds Scott over to McDowell. They're playing McDowell, double teaming McDowell, playing him really strong. They're going to get a foul on number 20, Jaden Juarez. It's Cameron's second team foul of the half. McDowell underneath and just a beautiful layup, reverse layup there, Chris.
Yep, he took it right down the baseline, was able to finish. Now is that Scott with the foul.
Juarez went up for a really wide layup, and Scott got his body on him and
going to be a media timeout here.
There you're seeing that beautiful reverse layup by McDowell. Majoring in graphic design, and I've had the pleasure to work with Will for several games in football and basketball. And just a great guy that is great on the production of these broadcasts. So thank you, Will, for all that you do. But at the line shooting 2 is going to be number 20, Jaden Juarez, who drew a foul from Scott. Juarez with his first points on the night hits the first free throw.
Continuing with the pressure, Cameron.
I would imagine that Western talked about that at the half. They broke it now. Scott driving the lane. Misses.
That's several layups that Western's not been able to finish.
Juarez misses his layup. McDowell comes down with the rebound. He'll bring it down. Grant and they're going to call that a block.
And they let him with the continuation, so they're going to count the basket.
Tell us about that, Chris, as far as what does that mean with the continuation?
Well, he got fouled, and he had not picked up his dribble and was continuing on with the steps, and the officials allowed that to happen, and so he made the basket, counted the basket. Now he's going to be shooting 1 to make a 3-point play.
Perfect. So when you hear that whistle and you've picked up your dribble, that layup becomes all that much more critical to turn it into a 3-point play.
And he does just that.
And McDowell stays perfect from the line, not only on the night, but on the year. Dallas over to Yao, back to Dallas. Jones to Juarez.
You know, Cameron noticeably does not have Mitchell in the game right now.
But, oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Ooh.
Grant comes down very hard.
He pops up quick, though. That's good to see.
Yeah, he got tied up with Jones's. Jones did a pump fake. Grant went up. Jones missed the shot, so he's going to shoot 2. Chris, why do you think that Cameron has Mitchell out right now?
Well, you know, I think with this altitude, it might be just give him some rest, get his legs under him again to be able to finish up the second half here.
He's not in foul trouble. He has 1 foul on the night, but it does feel noticeable when he's not on the floor.
Deep three,
but drains it. His 14th point on the night. Tyler Halligan
brings Western to within 1 here.
Yao answers right back. Halligan pressing hard to McDowell. McDowell with the
nice finish.
Halligan with a great dish. And McDowell with an excellent finish. And that's going to be a turnover. It does seem, Chris, like, and Mitchell's back in the game, but it does seem like the altitude might be having a factor. We talked about Cameron College is in Oklahoma at 1,100 feet above sea level. This gym is 7723. That's a 6,600 foot difference. The air's a little thinner here. Well, we also have Quinn Atazun checking in for Cameron College, and he has been real quick to hit threes for Cameron.
Got a foul on Cameron.
Foul on John Paul. It's going to be his third foul of the game.
Cameron's fourth.
Jean Paul, a 6'9" freshman from Lebanon. McDowell takes the inbound, and just a great quick move.
That's 25 points for McDowell now.
7 off of his game average. Juarez with the deep three comes up short. Koak with the rebound. Koak going to take it himself. Halligan with the putback.
It gives Western the lead by 2.
Yao with the deep three off. McDowell with the rebound. Oh, he's looking for Halligan down low. McDowell with the jumper, just a little too much on that.
Mitchell's got over to Yao. I thought Mitchell was going to try to take it himself there.
Jean Paul with the screen. Mitchell going to drive with the floater. He gets it. Mitchell's 15th point on the night. A dangerous pass. Looks like they're going to get, is that John Paul?
I think they're going to get number 12.
Mitchell. And you're going to get Mitchell. That's going to be his second foul on the night. Dallas is going to stay on the bench for Cameron. Western's going to have Halligan, Koak.
Mitchell also has 4 assists.
Inbounds it to Koak. On the baseline, bringing it up to Halligan. McDowell. Over to Monteshed. Over to Koak at the baseline for a three.
In and out. Does a good look.
Mitchell. A jumper just beyond the free throw. Gets it, his 17th point on the night. Monteshed for three, off the mark, but Koak gets it. Halligan for three at the top, and he drains that, his second three of the night, and Halligan is fired up.
That's his 19th point.
Koak with the rebound off a missed shot from Mitchell. Dangerous pass. Halligan with another three.
Oh, he thought he made that one. He was backpedaling.
Quinn with an open three. You can't leave him open, but he misses. And they're going to call an over the back on Mitchell. Over the back on Mitchell. And Dallas is going to check in for Juarez.
You know, if I'm Cameron coaching staff, I almost would isolate Mitchell almost every possession down there. He can certainly get all the shots he wants down there, and he seems to make a lot of those little mid-range shots.
He does. Western up by 1. Kuak to McDowell. McDowell driving, double teamed. Draws the foul.
It's going to be on 11. Tangle. That's his fourth foul.
It's his fourth foul. He's got one more to give.
McDowell good on the first. That gives him 26. Good on the second as well.
McDowell 9 for 9 from the free throw line tonight. 22 for 22 on the year. If you're keeping score at home, kids, it pays to practice your free throws.
Quinn with the quick three.
He just hits it. That's Quinn's 11th point on the night. Quinn's got such a quick release on that three. Reminds me of Curry's release. Montefiore double teamed.
Keep his dribble alive though, and
looks for Kuak. Dangerous pass. I liked his plan, but it was a dangerous pass into double coverage.
Here's what I was talking about. They're going to isolate Mitchell down here. And he finds the hot shooter.
Quinn. Back-to-back threes. Cameron takes a 3-point lead on Quinn's quick 6 points, but Halligan drives just off. Looks like it was out on
Chilia. Looked like he had the rebound and just couldn't corral it in. Went off his foot.
So now you've got, looks like Cameron heard you, Chris, because they're isolating Mitchell, and as Western goes to double teaming, they're leaving somebody open. But right now, Quinn has had the hot hand. Down to Mike Jones. They're going to call it a 3 seconds on Jones. A lot of ball movement. McDowell for 3 off the mark. And it's going to stay down here with Western out on Jones.
A good contest there by Shelia, and just Jones wasn't able to get a hold of it and knocked it out of bounds.
Halligan for 3. Short. Oh, this is the open lane. Dallas for 3.
Going to open it up by 6 for Cameron.
I think they're going to call that on the floor. It's going to be a timeout.
That's 18 fouls on Cameron.
31 for Western.
So Cameron's hanging in there on the rebounds.
So it looks like it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Kuak. Makes the first one. Kuak hits both, 3 for 4 on the night for Kuak from the line. Western pulls within 4. Dallas over here on the baseline, that's his shot. Quinn to Jones. Jones taking on Giannis.
Nice rebound by Kuak.
With a great rebound. That's the aggressiveness that they're going to need for the rest of the game.
And he comes down and finishes on the other end.
Western pulls within 2.
Jones with a fake pass and then hits the 3.
Jones, the 6'8" junior out of Florida, hitting that 3. Monteshed answers right back.
First points of the night for Monteshed. Came at a good time for Western.
Right there, Yao with that putback. You know, you can anticipate those shots, and Yao's crashing the board. That's something Western needs to start finding their aggressiveness with that. Down to Halligan under the basket against Yao, and they're going to call Halligan with the travel.
Yeah. Yao pulled the chair on him a little bit there. Grant's come in for Giannis. It's like Cameron's slowing it down just a little bit here to shorten the game.
Mitchell, 10 on the shot clock. Mitchell, Yao almost loses the ball. Yao's going to take the jumper off the mark, and they're going to say that's a no good shot clock violation.
They're going to review it, looks like.
You know, seeing it in real time, it looked hit 0. It was still in Jones's hands. Thank you for educating us on the specifics of the shot clock violation. Monteshed brings it down to Grant. Halligan finds Halligan. Halligan with his own rebound misses 2. Just comes up a little bit short.
He wants those 2 back, I guarantee you.
Mitchell is going to spin, and they're going to call that a charge. Mitchell leaned into him pretty hard.
Is that 4 on Mitchell? That is 4 on Mitchell.
You know, just 4 or 5 minutes ago he had 1, but we'll see if we got this. Yeah, you see it right there. He leaned in pretty hard and picked up his 4th
Mitchell's
foul.
on the bench right now.
So if you're Western, you need to capitalize on him not being on the floor. Kuak with the move over to Halligan. That's the shot. He got that shot back that he wanted
Yes.
last possession. Halligan's 21st point for number 21. Yao going up strong, but Koak with the shot block, but they're going to call.
So they're going to call Grant was inside the circle, so it's going to be a block. The referee said 2-4, but he meant to say 3-4. He was in position, standing still, but he was positioned inside the restricted area.
Got to be outside that bubble. Grant was inside. It's a shooting foul, so it's shooting 2. Yao misses his first one. Crowd coming alive here. Did not phase Yao. I even heard someone say your shoe's untied. Yao's shoes are not untied. But Cameron applying the pressure and Western struggling to inbound it. Pass into Monteshed. 4 minutes left in the game, Chris. We've got a 3-point ball game. Halligan back to Monteshed. Monteshed finds McDowell. McDowell to Grant. Dangerous
Almost
pass.
a turnover. 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
And they're going to say it's out on Koak. Koak gave up on that because he said that somebody else touched it. But I'm not sure that he would have had a very difficult fadeaway three-pointer.
Yeah, that'd have been tough. Now we got a media timeout here. They still have 3 fouls to give.
So if you're Western, and you're knowing this with this double bonus coming, whose hands do you want the ball in?
Well, I think you wanted a McDowell's. I think you
100%
want
free
him
throw.
running a 2-man game or something and letting him go to the basket. Because even if they catch him on the dribble, he's going to get 2 free throws.
Yep. And that's in the next foul. Dallas to Yao. Yao with the fake. And the dish down low. They're going to call that on Koak, I think. And that's going to be Kuak's 4th. It's going to be a shooting foul for Tangle. These are Tangle's first free throws on the night. Misses the first one.
We got Kuak with 4 fouls. We got Tangle with 4 fouls. We've got Mitchell with 4 fouls. So several players in some foul trouble here.
Tangle misses both of them. Kuak with the rebound.
Let's see if they don't run a play for McDowell coming off a screen or something. Or a
Do get
2-man
into
game.
McDowell's hands. He's going to take it over 2 defenders. He thought he was fouled, but he'll take the points.
Mitchell's getting ready to check in here.
Quinn with his fadeaway jumper. Quinn has a beautiful shot.
Yes, he does.
And at the next whistle call, Mitchell will be checking in for Cameron. And the back door is right there. And Koak slams it down.
Western looking for a defensive stop here to try to take the lead on the next possession.
I think that was Grant with the backdoor pass to Koak to slam it down.
They had a mismatch down low and count the basket. Oh, nope, he's saying it's on the floor. I thought he was saying count the basket.
Foul is on Grant. It's on the floor. It's not a shooting foul.
I initially thought that was on Modished, which would have been his.
Mitchell's going to check in for Dallas, and we're going to have a timeout.
That's also Grant's. So I thought maybe it was a free throw coming out, but it's an inbound play for Cameron.
Western has 2 players on the court with 4 fouls. Cameron has 1, and that's Mitchell. And that's actually going to be...
That's number 5. Is that Yao?
Yep.
That's his first foul.
But that's going to send Western to the line to shoot 2 for the double bonus.
That's correct.
And this is exactly what you said as far as how this might come into a factor towards the end of the game with Cameron being in foul trouble.
Who did they foul? They fouled Grant. So Grant's going to be the shooter on this free throw. 2 free throws. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Now he's 3 for 3.
Ties the ball game up 77. Grant taking care of business at the free throw line.
All his points coming from the free throw line tonight.
Grant on Mitchell, a little bit of a speed mismatch. Mitchell goes up, and that's actually going to be...
That's going to be his 5th foul if that's on Grant.
He's going to be...
Grant's frustrated here. He thought he went straight up.
They're going to... That is Dalton Grant's 5th foul. He will foul out of the game. Coming in for Grant is going to be number 5, Christian Steele. At the line is Mitchell. Mitchell gets the bounce.
On the defensive end, Western's going to have to figure out how they're going to guard Mitchell, because I'm guessing every possession here on out, he'll have the ball in his hands.
Well, you got Mitchell and Dallas in the game for Cameron. Cameron goes up by 1. 2 minutes remaining. These become precious possessions. McDowell with the ball. McDowell to steal. Koak at the baseline. Takes the jumper way off. That is not the play they wanted to run.
Here we go with
Mitchell
with the... Now he's going to have a 1-and-1 opportunity here, Mitchell. And that was on the floor.
Foul was on number 5, Christian Steele. His first foul of the game. Mitchell is 6 for 7 from the line. That's his 20th point of the night. For Western, McDowell has 29 points. Has not had a shot, though, in several minutes. It's a 3-point game. Halligan to McDowell. McDowell drives. The easy, soft layup.
Who is going to, okay, Steele's going to be on Mitchell again. He's going to probably need some help on this drive.
Under a minute to play. Oh, Jones was just in the right place at the right time. It's a 3-point game. You can't afford a turnover at this point.
Western with the timeout.
But they're going to need a little more.
It's too early to feel like you need to have a 3 here. There's still plenty of points. You do need points, but, if it's a wide open 3, that's fine.
Halligan drives, misses, and Dallas gets the rebound over to Mitchell. 33 seconds. It's a 5-point game. And it's going to be a turnover.
It's been the bugaboo for Western this year so far.
It's going to be their, Chris, it's their 12th turnover. Takes me back to.
So it's not as many as they've had, but it's when they had it there at the end of the game.
They've had 12 assists, 12 turnovers. Cameron has won the assist-to-turnover ratio. They have 16 assists to 12 turnovers. And we've got Dallas at the line.
With a 6-point lead now with 24 seconds, this is when you're probably looking to make threes. Possibly a 7-point lead.
Dallas 7 for 7 so far in the night from the free throw line. 8 for 8. Timeout Cameron. It's a 30-second timeout. Cameron's going to put on the full court press with 24.5 seconds left. Western will need some type of baskets, and they've got a fast break going on, and they're looking for McDowell with the quick 3. It's off the mark. I didn't love that look there by McDowell. Double teamed. He took a jump turn 3.
Well, I think that Western wanted to get McDowell a shot, and I think Cameron knew that Western wanted to get McDowell a shot because he was covered on all sides on that shot. Was that a jump ball?
No. But they're going to foul. And they're going to.
Pretty hard foul there, but Mitchell's going to pop up and be at the line for 2 more shots.
Foul, I think, is going to be on. Foul on Christian Steele. They were both going for the ball. So he's going to shoot 2. Have a chance to turn this into a 9-point game for Cameron. Mitchell 7 for 8 from the line tonight.
So it looks like Cameron's going to come away with this victory. But, for Western, I think that, they've played in some close games already this year, and they've got to find a way to be on the other side of these.
10 seconds remaining. They need to start popping threes. Koak with the 3. He hits it.
Got a foul on McDowell.
It's McDowell's second foul. I think Western has a lot to be proud of with what they've seen tonight. Again, we talked about there's a lot of new players on this team, so they're learning how to play together. So much of successful teams is learning how to play together, and I think that's if you can use a non-conference game to do that, they're going to go back. Coach Claus will go back and watch the film. A lot to be proud of, but also a lot that they need to work on. It's a 7-point game as the time expires. And that is going to do it for us. A quick rundown through the stats here. Cameron's going to come away with their first victory. Western